Before we begin our journey with Cultastic, we want to remind all our listeners. This podcast is a creative and educational exercise. The scenarios and discussions presented here are purely fictional and theoretical, exploring the concept of cults in a controlled, imaginative context. This is not a real cult, nor do we advocate or support the creation of any such groups in reality. If you or someone you love might be involved in a real cult, or if you have concerns about potentially harmful group dynamics, it's important to seek help. Remember, understanding and awareness are key in recognizing and preventing the dangers of real cults. Stay informed, stay safe, and enjoy Cultastic as a thought-provoking exploration, not a guide to action.
Tenet number 2 of Heavenly Haven, as told by founder and spiritual leader John Featherbottom.
My dear friends, as we continue our journey towards enlightenment and salvation, I must impart upon you the second sacred tenet of our Heavenly Haven commune. It is a principle that may challenge your earthly attachments, but I assure you, it is a pathway to divine grace and eternal bliss. In the eyes of our celestial Father, true worthiness is not measured by the accumulation of material possessions, but by the purity of our hearts and the selflessness of our actions. Therefore, I call upon each and every one of you to relinquish your worldly belongings and entrust them to the care of our commune. You see, by divesting ourselves of the trappings of materialism, we free our spirits from the chains of greed and selfishness. We create space within ourselves to receive the boundless blessings of our celestial Father. And rest assured, your possessions will not be squandered or misused. As your humble steward, I pledge to use them solely for the greater glory of our commune and the betterment of all who dwell within its sacred confines. In surrendering our worldly goods, we demonstrate our unwavering faith and commitment to the divine cause of Heavenly Haven. It is through this act of self-denial that we prove ourselves worthy of the heavenly rewards that await us. So I implore you, my beloved flock, let go of your attachments to material wealth and embrace the liberating power of selflessness. For only then shall we ascend to the celestial realms and bask in the eternal light of our celestial Father's love.
Speaker, Julie Davis, Heavenly Haven Bookkeeper. She was a former CPA for Ernst & Younger.
Dear brothers and sisters of our Heavenly Haven commune, as the appointed bookkeeper, it is my duty to guide you in fulfilling the divine commandment laid forth by our esteemed leader, John Featherbottom. Let us not forget that John is the vessel through which God's will flows, and we must heed his words as if they were directly spoken to us by the Almighty himself. John, our beloved leader, has been blessed with divine revelation, a conduit through which God's plan for us is made manifest. Though we may not comprehend the intricacies of his design at this moment, we must trust that every directive from John is guided by the hand of God. It is by God's will that we are called to relinquish our earthly possessions and dedicate ourselves wholly to the commune. We should feel honored to give, for it is through our sacrifices that we demonstrate our unwavering faith and devotion to the divine mission of Heavenly Haven. Indeed, as John has proclaimed, everything we need is provided for us within the loving embrace of our commune. Our Heavenly Father has blessed us abundantly, and we should have no need for the trappings of the material world, be it money, houses, cars, or even earthly relationships. We must remember that our ultimate goal is not wealth or status in this fleeting world, but rather the attainment of spiritual enlightenment and eternal salvation. And so, let us embrace the teachings of John with open hearts and minds, knowing that God's plan will be revealed to us in his divine timing. May we all strive to live in accordance with his will, trusting in the wisdom and guidance of our beloved leader, John Featherbottom. For in surrendering ourselves completely to God's plan, we shall find true fulfillment and everlasting peace.
Join us next week, fellow interstellar travelers, as we build a new society and save the very souls of those in Heavenly Haven.
Curious about where this journey will take us? Subscribe to Cultastic or How to Start a Cult without really trying on your favorite podcast platform or at roguemedianetwork.com. Let's build this mission to save the people of Earth, week by unpredictable week.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production. Visit roguemedianetwork.com to find your new favorite podcast.